Title: Hawkeye State Hoedown, Iowa GOP throws special session Shindig to drive a 6-week abortion ban. TLDR, Iowa Republicans are huddling in a special legislative session, prepping to pass a ban on most abortions after 6 weeks. With the legislation potentially turning the battleground state into a fortress of stringent reproductive laws, what's at stake here goes beyond the borders of the state. An interesting cocktail of politics, power, and personal rights, shaken, not stirred. Crack open the energy drinks, folks, because Iowa's political stage is about to get lit. Republican legislators, who currently hold the joystick in the state, are plotting to ban abortions at the 6th week of pregnancy. Why then, you ask? Apparently, that's when fetal pulses can sometimes be picked up via ultrasound. But not everyone's ready to RSVP to this legislative party. Reproductive rights advocates say this is essentially an all-out abortion ban, as many women might not even know they're expecting at 6 weeks. Well, can you blame them for not wanting to play this game of guess who's expecting? At the moment, the legislation is the only one Republicans have unwrapped for the session. If passed, the law will echo a 6-week ban that got slammed in court, remaining blocked following a split decision by the Iowa Supreme Court last month. Oh, and that ruling? It maintained the legality of abortions in Iowa up until roughly the 20th week of pregnancy. So the question becomes, will this new ban meet the same fate or make its way through the legal labyrinth? Now let's not forget, folks, Iowa's a prominent stage for presidential politics, being the first state to hold Republican caucuses for the 2024 race. The abortion issue is undoubtedly going to be in the spotlight, with GOP candidates fielding questions about the new restrictions. Are they ready to dance in this political ballet, especially considering polls show a majority of voters support abortion rights? Fast forward to later this week, several Republican 2024 candidates are due to attend a summit by a prominent Christian conservative group. Expected guests include Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis, ex-Vice President Mike Pence, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, and Senator Tim Scott. Will they tap dance around the subject or take a stand? In the other corner, Democratic state legislators and reproductive rights groups are opposing the bill, gearing up to protest outside the state capitol. The legislation could be amended before a final vote, potentially throwing a wrench in the Republican plans. Talk about a plot twist. Governor Kim Reynolds, a Republican herself, called for this special session to put forward pro-life legislation. The bill echoes a 6-week abortion ban she proposed back in 2018, which got bogged down in a lower court decision. Will her second attempt make it to the finish line or will it hit the same roadblocks? Ultimately, the fate of this bill remains uncertain. With a fresh round in the courts and the potential for a different decision from a full 7-member court, the outcome is anyone's guess. It seems there's a lot to unpack here, folks. So, where do you stand on the issue? How will the proposed legislation impact the upcoming presidential race? Will it energize the conservative base or push away more moderate voters? And perhaps most importantly, are we ready for the repercussions of such legislation on the national stage? Disclaimer: this article is intended to provide news reporting. It does not provide or substitute for legal or medical advice.